Howdy! I am your host here, Cringe, on his third attempt of this because I'm slowly losing my mind and I am just. Anyway, this is an announcement of the quote unquote official, Cringe official tournament of the Cringe's Cold War Catastrophe, where you take your vehicles, which hopefully are either designed and based off of vehicles from 1945 to 1970, I think I said? Yeah, or based in the style of that period. Like here, I got an AMX 13, M48, T55, T62, whatever, Russian MBT from the era, and a work in progress SU 100 type thing. Like, this is my examples. Technically, this is like the weird one where it's not entirely based off of it because there's blatant differences, but I had the idea of it. Yeah, you can tell what it kind of looks like. Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. But however, if you are worried about your aesthetics, do not worry. Just, how would I say, build a T-34 and claim it was in Korea. Just, or something. You can build World War II if you like. It's just make up an excuse for why it's in this era. Or the Swedes. The Swedes were using like Panzer 38Ts up until like the mid 50s. With their freaking gun. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Yeah. So, let me get Cringe's Cold War Catastrophe. Shut up. Welcome, fair friends, to the KKWK, a Cold War inspired from the Depths tournament. Warning, this is the first time we've done something like this, and I don't know how to set up. Lol. TM. Tournament submission starting the 12th of February. When it starts is to be determined. So, that means you can start sending me your vehicles on the 12th of February. That does not mean that's when they're due. I'm probably just going to do it when everyone who wants to participate is done. Either that or the end of February. Get them to me before the end of February, and we'll be good. But if not, if you need some more time, I'll give you some more time. Rules. Also, yes, I had to add a new rule because I was told by the tank tournament master. That's right, Damadoc, because he hosted the last tank tournament I was in, so he gave me great advice of setting a max cost so people don't go crazy. Like Cruiser, I know you're gonna add some freaking whatever energy weapons. Trying to think. Theo would go absolutely butt wild. I feel like Kevin, I have to halt, or else he's gonna stomp all of us with his Seal Striders vehicles. I know a couple of y'all that are interested. I know. I've been paying attention around the block. No energy weapons unless given an exception, which I gladly will give if you build something like that Soviet laser tank, but it needs to be somewhat resemble a design to the era. So, Soviet laser tank. Look at that. They're listening. If we go here, like that, technically, that, like this is what I was thinking of, this picture exactly, and what it is pretty much what it shows. It is a laser tank that can blind people, destroy electronics, that crap. And I will let that in with actual laser setups. However, if you do intend doing something like this, there are going to be some rules with it. The laser system itself has to be in the turret. And you can only have vehicles that are clearly meant to be lasers from the era. So nothing crazy. It's got to have like it has to have 6 or more actual like laser thrower things, And it's gonna be risky because if someone puts smoke on it, then you're countered. I will I? Yeah, I'm allowing Sea-Wiz in this because you'll see. All missiles of the large or huge variety are banned, with exceptions being granted with the same reasoning as energy weapons. Let's say ballistic missile carrier. That thing. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Ooh, or this. I believe that's on an AMX 30 chassis. Yep. So if you want to build something like this, go ahead, you get permission to use that. However, for balance reasons, they have to be, I'm thinking a max of 5 or 6 meters long, not meters, pieces long. And I'm gonna say no reinforce. I told someone that it was gonna be all reinforced for balance, but no, you just need no reinforcement, so that way people who have Sea-Wiz can defeat it. See how I'm doing this? I hopefully where all the exceptions have easy counters, and that's what I want it to be. But also, not everyone's going to do those counters, and then they can exploit that. I think that's fair and balanced. If y'all have any questions about that, let me know, or anything to change about it. All vehicles have a 2,500 volume limit. All vehicles will fight in a squad of 5. Each vehicle can either be the same vehicle or a variety. So, I have 4 here. Oops. Don't mind that. Okay, that was... Phew. Scudley. Welcome, Scudley. You get to join the squad. So, look at this. This is... Yeah, 5. So, old Scudley here is very illegal with the missile length. But if I was also... Oh, volume's actually fine. How did you do that? Ah! Genius! A true genius of our time. Yeah, if you want to do this, this would be allowed. It would just need to be shorter. It never did. What? No, someone messaged me something so sad. Yeah, you would have these 5 vehicles or a squad. This could be the front vehicle, the third, the last, whatever. It doesn't matter the order. Or we could have 5 of these, or 5 of these, or 2 of these, 3 of these, and like one of these decoed on top of one of those as a joke. I don't care. Just don't do that, please. That'd be really confusing. Alright, where's my internet? Missiles cannot be vertically launched in the hull or turret unless using spin blocks are placed frontal facing. Sorry, I will if confusing, we'll explain in person if needed. What I mean by that is let me load up my Puma. Puma! Alright, look at Puma go. Puma. So, Puma has an anti-aircraft turret on right there. Don't mind that. See, this is allowed when it comes to turrets. Is that large? Yes. When did I do that? I think that's for the campaign. Oh well. And also it's gun. Look at that big old gun on little Poomer. So, these missiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna actually make it 5. That seems fair. So, it would technically be illegal, but they also are legal in terms of placements, where they're facing this way, and that is allowed. Or if they were facing that way, like, ooh, no, wait, what did I just do? Okay, facing forward is good. Facing like that, good. That, illegal. Very illegal. Alright, you can get out of here now. You see what I mean? Alright, cool. Not Discord. Don't click that. Do not be cheesy. I already have to accept the AMP style of building. I have to accept that style of building is staying, so please do not exploit nor take advantage of the rules. What I mean by that is do not place your wheels sideways to scoot to the right constantly and drive right to avoid being shot. Aim point spoofing, I guess. Don't do it intentionally. If it happens, oh well. This is a brawl, alright? So, then again, it's kind of early Cold War. Students shoot. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'll allow it. Let's see. What else do I mean by that? Anything that really... If you have to question if this is legal or not, send it to me. I'm going to be going over the blueprints anyway, so you might as well show me. And also going to have some help. So, if you think it's cheesy, ask me. Aesthetics need to be early Cold War, 1945 to 1970. However, if you do not need to recreate a tank. If you need World War II tanks from 1945 are available, and so is the M51, but I called it ya bums. I'm going to try to build one of those. It's going to be sick. But you can go ahead and do it if you want. Yeah, stuff like the Comet, the Centurion, the Panther, surprisingly, had some service after World War II. Panzer IV, the Stug, Panzer 470, I think saw some service after the war in Syria, with Syria, I don't know. Stuff like that, you know, you can get around some of the rules in terms of style. But if you really need to, all you can build is a brick, and you need some aesthetic help, I will actually volunteer myself to help you with aesthetics if needed. I know it's not a big thing, but while I'm competing in this, I might just genuinely throw up these vehicles just as a test. Like, if you can beat these vehicles, then good for you. Alright, so any World War II tank modernized in Cold War era is also allowed, including things that never happened, like a French modernized B-1 Tur. What I mean by that is take a B-1 Tur and then make it an artillery cannon, or a Bundeswehr Panzer with a 20 millimeter, etc. Think like a Panzer IV, but the main gun has been replaced, or just the turret replaced with the smaller one with the 20 millimeter support weapon, or turn into like an IFE. So it doesn't actually have to be real. That's what I mean. So yeah, you just need to make it look like it happened in that Cold War area. Not sure on planes yet. Maybe could optionally replace one tank with a plane, but I don't know. I'm actually going to allow planes. They have a max volume of 2,500 and follow all the same rules. Except no lasers or energy weapons or large missiles on them at all. Here. So I'm actually going to say this. Planes are allowed. Only one, and it has to replace a tank slot. No lasers, no energy weapons, nor large/huge missiles on them. Alright, cool. EMP's not allowed. Sole reason is some people have a really hard time against EMP on such a small chassis, essentially. And it's early Cold War, and EMP wasn't a big thing yet. So, if I do a modern day one, EMP will be allowed. But for now, start in. Let's not worry about EMP. Shields of all types are not allowed on any tank over the 1,000 volume limit. So this thing, it's close, but it's slightly large. Let's see if what's the Blitz at? It's also there. What do I have that could actually... Juan Carlos. Alright, look at Juan Carlos here. And me. Look at Juan Carlos. Look at this lad. This absolute unit. Juan Carlos will kill you all, I promise. But Juan Carlos here, he's only 87. Wow. You know what that means? He can get a shield because he has no armor. And that's how I say, if you want to build big and cover your things in armor, that's good. But if you also want to build smaller and maybe, I don't know, try to do like a fun aesthetic build for a tank, like, okay, my other tanks take up way too much volume, then let's just, not volume, cost, let's just make a tiny tank, put a shield on it, and I'll get to that in a second, but it's weaponry. Where is it? Oh, it's right over here. Wheels have to be placed traditionally, not used as armor, nor to move sideways. Same with vents. They're not allowed to be... They're only used aesthetically. Alright, that means on engine decks. I do not want to see any vents in the front unless the tank is supposed to have it. Like if there's supposed to look like an air intake or like a jet propulsion thing. I don't know. Also, no jets on your things. Let me, no, I know actually I'll allow that. There was some weird test. No hovering unless theme appropriate. I mean, like, hovercraft. 1950s hovercraft. Like that? Not really. I mean, like this. Like early hovercrafts or even some of the modern ones. Like, but with that style. Like this. Look at that. Perfect. I'll allow this. It's not technically a tank, but I'll let it slide in. You can put an autocannon turret on that, make it scoot around with some rubber, or you just actually make it float. It's on you. Keep builds appropriate for other people. No swastikas, and I can't believe I have to say that. If this video ever gets edited by Robin, you will see why. Actually, you won't see why if he cuts it out. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so the rules here. Also, yeah, no fembots, nor sex bots. Too horny energy for me. Keep that. Those stay away. I need to take off my glasses. They're kind of dirty. Ugh. There you go. Now I'm blind, though. Projectors are allowed, but do not cover the craft in them for lag's sake. Sorry, Kevin. Yeah. You can have a couple as, like, deco showing, like, unit markings or whatever. Just don't do, like, cover the whole thing in them. I just don't... I've heard they cause some lag, and I do don't want to push my thing into what's it called? Yeah, degraded mode. Any tank based on one of mine or is rocking the KAE logo gets plus a bajillion style points, which is to be determined, by the way. Might actually have a style competition. Also, I think that's it. If you say anything else, I'll change this. Yeah, this is a joke. Well, this part. If you do make it in my style and for my faction, that'd actually be pretty sick, and I would take it. Do it, do it, do it. But you're not going to get any bonus points, but it will be slightly biased towards your thing and the aesthetics. It's probably not going to be a competition of I'm just going to go over aesthetics. Say what I would change, say what I would keep. That stuff. And yeah, I think that's it. Um, if you think of anything else that should be there for balance reasons, tell me. I have no problem fixing stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave you with this new little project thing, something small and totally. It's a Yonderlet, and I finished it. Woo! Anyway, y'all have a cringy day. For cringy days are the best days. Hope I get a couple submissions. I don't want this to go mainstream. All right, I want maybe like under 20 people participating in this. If there's more, whatever, screw it. But yeah, I just do this with my friends, so this will be weird. It will be streamed or record. Probably streamed. Actually, I'll be sitting in a Discord call with some friends. I don't know which friend group, but might make my own Discord server and get everyone in there for this particular tournament. But yeah, as I was saying before, hope you have a cringy day. For cringy days are the best days, and I'm gonna talk to you all later. Adios.